Buenos días, buenos días. Si hablas español, te recomiendo que suscribes a este canal de YouTube, Cryptocito Español. We launched a Spanish Cryptocito channel, as you can see, and we're using AI with voice clone and lip sync to actually translate. It's absolutely amazing technology. And if you're Spanish speaking, or you want to learn Spanish, you can do that right now. You can learn everything about Cosmos and Spanish at the same time. How good is that? Here on this YouTube channel. So go over, subscribe right now. 34 subscribers only. We just started this and it's much, much appreciated. Also, update, as I mentioned to you yesterday in the video, I'm not going to do just one, not two, but 3 giveaways as I'm reaching 100,000 followers on Twitter. And you can see we're at 96.5 thousand right now. So we're going to be doing one giveaway, $500 for one lucky Citonaut badge holder. If you have one, you definitely know that you have one. These are the OGs. Then we're going to give $250 for one random Cryptocito delegator. That's going to be very hard because there's 160,000 of you, 160,000. We're actually the second largest validator based on unique delegators in all Cosmos, which is nuts. Then third, $250 for a random newsletter subscriber of the Cito report, the Cito zone. And you can go now below the video. There's a link in the video description to subscribe to this amazing newsletter, which, to be honest, I think this is the most underrated piece of content that we produce. This is the least talked about piece of content that we produce. It is a very, very comprehensive monthly report where we're putting in a lot of time, and you can see a lot of alpha in there as well, right? Literally, we take you by the hand from here and you will claim airdrop. You will get free money. This is like literally the free money newsletter here. And also the dimension airdrop that was explained here, and so on and so forth. So if you just watch, if you say, yo, Cito, seeing his face every day, I can't do it. I just want to do it once a month, and I want to be up to date about all things Cosmos once a month. Then just subscribe to the newsletter and you get all the information in here. Everything, the entire ecosystem, highlights, mainnet launches, airdrops, numbers, metrics, statistics, everything. Very, very proud of that. This is a brilliant, brilliant piece of content. Now let's talk about the most fun thing that probably ever happened to the Cosmos Hub and Atom, which is Asteroid Protocol. We talked about it yesterday in depth here on this channel. We explained to you the whole history and origin of inscriptions, what is the ordinals protocol, and what impact and potential pathway, but also criticism, rightfully criticism, inscriptions have in general. And then we looked into Asteroid in more in depth. Now we actually have a dashboard, and you can already see here when Asteroid is launched, we literally went through the roof when it comes to transactions per block, right? Over 1,000 transactions per block, which is 6 to 7 seconds on the Cosmos Hub. Now we also have our very first dashboard. The Explorer and everything is still kind of in the works. This has only been updated 20 hours ago, so we don't see the full picture. But what you can see here really is the fees also that were generated. And this really is revenue for validators, which is also something a lot of cosmonauts have been thinking about. How do we incentivize validators? Moving away from purely incentivizing through inflationary rewards. And you can see that this has been, at the peak here at 2 a.m. at 464 atom that were generated in fees. And a few hours later, this is actually when our collection went live. So this is when the Roids CFT20 token went live. And this is when our token, the stake token, went live to mint. And to be honest, when we set the numbers for that, when you set the parameters, total supply and how much you can mint per transaction, we came out at 165,238 transactions, I think is the number, that are required for this to mint out. And I was like, okay, this might take a few days, maybe a few weeks, but it minted out within 4 hours, which means we contributed 165,000 transactions within 4 hours to the Cosmos Hub. And you can see it only goes until 3 p.m. here. I think, our mint really blew up at like 3, 4, 5 p.m. So I'm curious to see the numbers and if that had any impact, or if I'm just daydreaming here right now. But yeah, anyways, the bottom line is it is great. It is a great feature that drives a lot of excitement, that brings in new users. I also see content creators, that are not necessarily deep cosmos, that are now, using this. I saw Box Mining create a token, right? Shout out to Box Mining. Actually, when I got into crypto, I learned a lot from Box Mining in the early days. The question now is when trading. So they're actually working on a marketplace for trading. Some people are so impatient that they started building their own front ends and traded over $60,000 in the past day on self-hosted events, front ends. But yeah, this is what the community has done. It shows how strong and how, the community feels like they're unleashed now. There's something cool, something that they can do. They can be involved. They can create, right? They're more part of the Cosmos Hub chain now. And that's what I said in the video before from yesterday. This drives culture and brings back excitement. And also you see, Virtual Bacon, big fan of his channel as well. He is massive on YouTube. You should watch all of his videos. And Virtual Bacon is also like, I need to get hooked up with that. I need to get involved. I need to start being active in that because it's cool, right? It's where all the excitement is where all the community is. So this is Asteroid Protocol, big impact, and I'm very bullish on it. But yeah, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, and in a week no one talks about it, but I doubt it, to be honest. I doubt it. Now, I also have an important announcement to make, which is that we have entered a content partnership with Persistence. We've been working with them in the past. I've known them for many years. I've learned a lot from their team, from Tushar, from Abhitej back then when he was still with Persistence, an entire team. And they have helped me a lot on my journey personally to learn, to get involved. And it's great to be working with them on content. So we'll be producing content with them, for them, and help you understand also more about liquid staking, LST-Fi, what that is all about, their P-Stake protocol, Dexter, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to talk about what is probably the most exciting for you, as always, of course, and even for me, of course, is airdrops, right? We all love airdrops. We all love token launches, as you can tell. And now we have a new token, a new coin called Manta from Manta Network. And there seems to be a lot of confusion around it. The confusion is basically that they were teasing to do a TIA airdrop, so an airdrop for the Manta token to TIA stakers. But then somehow they just didn't talk about it anymore and kind of removed that. So people are just really puzzled right now and feel also, very disappointed, right? Because also Manta has a 1 billion supply and at a price of $2.60 right now has a 2.6 billion fully diluted and 665 million based on circulating. Just launched on Binance. It's on all major exchanges, KuCoin, Maxi, Gate.io, Huobi, now HTX, and so on. But we're not getting an airdrop, as far as I understand. So what to do now? Well, I always tell you guys, do not have any expectations. And I think that counts generally in life. Like, the only way how you can be disappointed by anyone or from anyone is if you have expectations, right? If you go on a vacation to a beach paradise and you only expect blue skies and sun all day, perfect weather, but then it rains, you're disappointed, right? But if you don't ingrain that expectation in your mind, then you can't be as disappointed, at least, right? Of course, there's always some subconscious, expectations, even for myself. I'm not saying that I'm totally perfect on that. But when it comes to airdrops in crypto, just don't expect anything. Don't expect an airdrop. Don't expect that this airdrop would have value. Always see it for what it is, which is user onboarding mechanisms. It's a marketing tool, right? And for Manta, it obviously helped them massively to grow awareness, to grow the user base, to get huge TVL. I think they had 800 or 900 million in TVL for their bridge. So a lot of people aped into that. And I think even the bridge people are disappointed now. But yeah, of course, I understand frustration, disappointment. And I think that's also totally natural to feel. But what I'm kind of, trying to make a point for is, there's no point to like go out now and whine around, cry and whine like, oh, you guys promised that. Guys, just move on. You get another airdrop, right? And another airdrop might not even be that far, right? There is actually one called AltLayer, which is a project I actually know absolutely nothing about. I think it's in the restaking kind of narrative and niche. But yeah, Alt token is now also launching on Binance. So they announced an airdrop for AltLayer early supporters. And the eligibility criteria here is, besides NFT projects and their campaign, eigenlayer restakers, and what you're probably mostly, you and I, mostly relevant and excited about is the Celestia stakers. Snapshot date, also very interesting, January 17th. So yesterday, at least for Ethereum here, they're referring to Ethereum block number. But for Celestia, I don't know what the snapshot was. Hopefully also yesterday, that would be nice. Initial circulating supply 1.1 billion, total is 10 billion. So if this would reach Manta levels, it would have to be around $25, $26, which I have no idea if that's feasible, possible. But given that Binance is so heavily involved in that, I think it could. Now, trading for Alt begins actually next week, January 25. And what's interesting here, if you look at the pairs, they have the Turkish lira pair from the get-go. I don't know if they have done a lot of BD and community growth in Turkey. It would be big if they did, because these guys are big traders. They're bringing a lot of activity and volumes. So smart move to launch with the TRY, Turkish lira. But yeah, that's Alt. Next up, we have another airdrop called Aether, which is part of the Atom Economic Zone. That's an Ethereum virtual machine project. The team is fully unknown as far as I understand. I really don't know much about the project either. It's just too much to keep up for me. But yeah, Aether, 122 million total supply. There is 70% reserved for the airdrop. And then I guess 40% out of these 70% for Atom stakers. Or is it 40% and then another 30% allocated to someone else? I don't understand that. But this is what it is. Non-centralized exchange validators. So if you're delegated to Cryptocito on Atom, you're all good. The team, like I said, is, I think, fully unknown. So that's kind of like a little bit of a red flag for some people. And also they're basically deploying an older evmos fork, because evmos implemented software licensing a couple of months ago. We explained that in depth here when it happened, evmos 2.0, which means they can't fork the latest version of evmos. Yeah, that's really the question. Like, are they really deep EVM experts? Where are they coming from? What's their background? We're actually planning to do a podcast episode, a Twitter Spaces on the Cosmos Hub Twitter account with the Aether team within 2 weeks. So we're going to be learning all about that. And also in that context, go follow Leap Cosmos. Leap Cosmos, Leap Wallet, they are second to Kepler, but I think they're growing very fast, and they're also developing and shipping very fast. And I feel like they're shipping a lot of features that the community really wants. For example, they have an airdrop checker, and I think an airdrop checker is the smartest thing that a wallet can do, because a lot of people are, number one, lost in the airdrop jungle, and number two, they're not sure if it's safe to claim. But if you have a tech team, you know, like Leap Wallet, they have a decent tech team. If you have people that vet these contracts, that, you know, talk to the teams, and that are building safe claim portals or safe ways for you to claim these airdrops, I think that this is very legit, right? And has strong product market fit. So that's the second airdrop. The third airdrop is actually the next round for the Nois airdrop, which is actually a Randdrop, because Nois is all about randomness. So you claim actually the airdrop by rolling a dice, and then the dice will decide if you get a airdrop or not. And Liam made yet again another great tutorial on how you can claim your Nois from Injective right now.
All right, welcome back, Cosmonauts. This is Liam here from Cryptocito. Now I'm coming at you with a quick airdrop claim tutorial for you Injective stakers. Let's get straight into it. This is the airdrop claim for Nois Protocol. What they have got is a Randdrop round 2 for Inj stakers. This is officially live, and you have a 1 in 3 chance of winning. So the way that you're going to do this airdrop is head over to randdrop.nois.network. You're going to go ahead and connect your wallet. By the way, all the links you need are in the tweet below the tweet of this video. Now you're going to go ahead and connect either MetaMask, Leap Wallet or Kepler, whichever wallet you staked your Injective tokens with. For this tutorial, I'm going to use MetaMask. Next, what you're going to do is approve the transaction request to connect in MetaMask, Leap or Kepler. Now make sure your wallet's unlocked. This is something I had to do. And now what you're going to see is a check eligibility option appear on screen. Next, hit roll the dice as long as you're eligible. This will not be possible if your wallet didn't qualify. And now approve the transaction that appears on your MetaMask, Kepler or Leap wallet. Once you've done this, we simply need to wait for the transaction to go through. As you can see, it's gone through and now we just need to check back in a few seconds and check our result. We will get a confirmation here once this goes through. All right, and we're back. So this is what you'll have on your screen here if you did win your Rand drop. You'll see a confirmation saying you've won and to check your wallet, and you'll get the option to transfer to the Nois chain or stake on the Nois chain. If you didn't win, your confirmation here will say that you haven't won. This process should be a lot quicker for you guys at home. Okay, so maybe not the next Celestia or the next dimension, but the Nois token is actually tradable on Osmosis and you can actually stake it on Nois Network. Now, injective stakers, if you appreciate us sharing these airdrops with you, do consider staking with Cryptocito. You can do this over on hub.injective.network and we'll continue to keep you up to date on injective airdrop season. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.
And lastly, we have the kings of airdrops, Stride. Stride has an ongoing airdrop that has been ongoing now for a long, long time. And we are in round 13 for the Stride airdrop, round 8 for evmos. So they always keep adding new chains for the projects where they're doing also liquid staking for. Next up is actually DYDX. So if you're staking DYDX, you also might get a Stride airdrop in the future. But yeah, you can just click here on claim. You can see this is just my demo wallet. I already claimed 27 Stride. I can claim another Stride here today. And at a price of around $3, they're above $3. This means this is over $100. This is over $100. And I remember when this launched, people were salty. They were, you know, like the airdrop Karens, I like to call them. Like, this is just a dust airdrop. I can't believe it. Blah, blah, blah. They were whining. They were crying like little babies. But now, you know, fast forward 13 claims later, it really paid. It really paid if you were, you know, humble, if you were active, if you just take the airdrops for what they are, if you just claimed it, if you just use the product, right? This is in the end of the day, you have to like liquid stake, use Stride to get Stride. I'll leave you with that. Tomorrow, we have our new video coming up that is professionally edited, fresh from the editors, coming back tonight. Then we'll review it and push it out tomorrow. 8 coins in Cosmos for 2024. I'll see you then. Take care, guys, and be good.